All right, we're going to do this in two parts. Part one, you'll see my intro. Part two is starting now. So, hang in there with us. Insane Zane's hiding. Look, bud, you got to get something bigger to hide behind than that. I know. All right, part two of transmission, pan, and cooler coming right now. All right, you call these push pins?
Yeah, they're probably push pins.
And here we go.
All right, let's see what we got to do here.
Looks like the gasket's part of it, maybe.
You know, sometimes I put screws and stuff under here. What do I do with my flash? I got a flash, so I'm gonna have to look underneath here.
Let's see here. No, I don't see any screws or anything, but we'll definitely figure her out, that's for sure. All right, I assumed wrong, and you know what happens when you assume. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the grill off so we can actually get to the side. So we're doing that right now. What size socket is that?
10 mil.
10 millimeter.
10 millimeter.
All right, here we go.
Well, I don't know yet. I have a little bit more to do yet. I gotta figure out where all these attachments are. Okay, sometimes these snap.
Yeah, and I thought I was going to do this by myself at home. Yeah, no thank you. That's why I came to a transmission shop.
Those are pushed in.
All right, got a little bit of an education. After you take these bolts out, you have some tabs down here that you have to push down. And once you push those tabs down in the bottom there, these will pop right out. So
they say.
Yeah. Let's find out.
Side too. Okay, we got some body bolts up here we gotta take out.
All right. So to get the front cooler in, you have to take the whole front bumper off. And that's what we're doing now. So there's two bolts here on the passenger side. One here that goes to your frame. Two here on the driver's side. And then we got some bolts coming up the fender well on both sides. And then once all those come out, the front grille and bumper should come right out completely. So easy peasy lemon squeezy, right, Daryl? All right, learning as we go. Upon further investigation, I'm talking here on the video, that's all. You've got some Torx heads here that you're gonna take out so we can pull this fender well out of the way. But we're gonna remove the tires, the front tires first, so we can actually have access, because there's 3 bolts in behind here. And then once we get those 3 bolts off on both sides of the bumper should pull off. So we're going to take our wheels off to just give us room to work. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Those are the bolts you got to remove. We've got the wheel well just pulled out of the way for now. Does anybody know what this container is? Comment below. I know what it is. Do you know what it is? All right. Looks a little different now, right? Yeah, it does.
Okay.
The bumper's off. What they failed to mention is you gotta undo your wiring harness, and these little tabs right here have a small slot that they've gotta go into, which are these tabs. And to get it up, you got to push this bottom tab up and then slide it out. Same way with this. Push them up, then slide them out. But going back together is going to be a lot easier. So there you are. I could change my fog lights if I wanted to now, but we're not going to. We're going to put the cooler on. And I would assume the cooler is going to mount off to the side here, right down the middle or somewhere. But let's figure it out. Here's our cooler, serial number Mishimoto, but your cooler kind of goes in behind here. Well, it doesn't kind of go in behind here, it does go in behind here. But you've got these mounting struts here that it goes right here. So we're gonna have to move some of this, these plugs here so we can get this side in, put them on the back side. So that's not gonna be too awful bad, but let's go ahead and make that happen, and then we'll get the front cooler installed.
You didn't get any hose, did you?
No, sir, I did not.
Yeah, I'll have to order some here real quick.
All right, so what we have here is, this is where the new temperature sensor is going to be. That plugs into here, external temperature sensor plugs into here. We're going to take off this little button head, mount that right here, and we'll be off and running. So we'll no longer need this bracket. I would assume that this is in and this is out, but we'll find out. So let's go ahead and get this moved around and redone. Purdy.
There we go.
All right.
These clips are like $4 a piece. I get them in kits, so Lavery's will call me sometimes, and I need a different pick.
So this is our outlet line here, right? So
That's the outlet from the factory cooler.
okay, so outlet from the factory cooler right here. Daryl's taking off the clip. It's going to come and connect right here to this.
Either one of them.
Either one? Okay. Either one. You got a nozzle here, a nozzle here. So if it comes through here, in and out, back around, and back to your drain.
There's one of the clips.
There's a clip we have to take off for the quick connect. So we'll stick it here. But you have these quick connect bushings or fittings here. And you can see that other clip. Let me see if I can focus. Barely see it, that little metal piece right there. So once we get the outlet hose
There's
or
another quick connect down here.
tubing, I don't know if we can
Yeah,
see.
go ahead and come on over here.
It's right down there at the bottom.
Yeah, it's right there. Right here, hand me that. It's right here.
Yep, that's what we're looking at, right there. All right, we're gonna get that loose, and then trying to stay out of Daryl's way here, but yeah, almost done. Look at that. All right. Next, get our lines run. Go ahead.
Okay, this is the feed from the output of the transmission, and this is going into the new cooler. This is a piece they came with the kit. There's a quick connect. All you do is pull that plastic retainer off there. You have to take the snap clip out of there. This will pull out. This goes down. Normally it goes down to here. We took and got rid of that piece. The new piece comes around.
Of course, the air compressor starts up. Give us 15 seconds. Da 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 da. Of course. I'll be back.
Factory setup. It goes from this fitting, which is the output from the factory cooler, which is the feed from the top line of the transmission, and we need to run this back to the tranny. But first, we're going to put it through the new aftermarket cooler we put on the front. This line would normally come out, and then down here where this quick connects at, it would go back to the tranny.
Okay.
The new kit came with a line that comes from here, comes out to the front, hooks to the top line of the cooler. It could go to either one, but this one here goes to the top. Goes through the cooler, comes back. The other line they gave me, or they gave him, was a fitting, a quick connect. To get this off, you pull that plastic piece off there, and there's a clip there, and it just slides out, and that runs it back to the tranny, and that's the complete system.
Wow. There you go. We had to.
Cooler flow is important as far as which direction, so always make sure you know which direction your cooler flow from your transmission is going. On this one, the top line is the feed, so that's coming out of the tranny, and then we run that into the radiator. Then it goes through the external cooler that was factory, and then it goes into the external cooler we just put on and back to the tranny. That way the cooler, the transmission fluid is getting cooled before it goes to the tranny. Now if you reverse it, what happens is you're running it from a cooler into a hotter part, which would be the radiator, and you're heating it up and going back to the tranny. You don't want to do that, so you've got to make sure you get the right direction, your cooler flow direction for your transmission to make sure it's getting maximum cooling.
All right.
That's pretty much it.
Well, now what we're going to do is I'm going to try to set up, but we had to remove the air filter, the external air filter, so you could actually get in here to work.
My hands are too big.
There's a video already on this on how to change this filter. My filter actually looks really good, so I'm not going to show you how to do that, but I'll link it in the description. So I'm going to set up a hyperlapse of us putting the bumper and the tires back on, and we'll be good to go here in what?
Probably
hour and a half?
Probably a half hour, 45 minutes.
Oh, okay, sweet. All right, let's go. That was quick. That was really quick.
Yeah, don't take long to put it back in.
we only have a couple parts left over. Now we got to put our transmission fluid in. And like I said, this is a Dextron 6. It's an automatic transmission fluid, 1 quart, full synthetic. So I'm going to get that in, and we'll show you where it goes right now. All right. Here's where you fill your transmission from. This dipstick is going to be long. So we'll take it, we'll set it off to the side, and we'll start filling.
Oh shit, my class member's here already. Damn. I wasn't expecting that.
There's nice. Four more, and then we'll top her off with 7 and 8. All right, we're 6.5 quarts in. We're checking our fluid.
Sometimes you gotta do it several times to
Get it off the sidewalls.
Go ahead, dump another one.
All right, we're gonna finish off number 7, and then number 8's in the box. All right. We're 7.5 quarts in and checking it. We're probably gonna have to do it a couple times.
Yeah.
Because what happens is you'll have residue or residual fluid on your tube, your fill tube. You know, get on the dipstick. So we're gonna give it a minute, let it run down real quick. All right, we're done. Took us about 4 hours to get all that done. We'd have been done sooner if we didn't have to take off the bumper. Sorry for the long video, but I just wanted to bring everybody up to speed. It did take 8 quarts to top it off, but if you ever want to put an external cooler and bigger pan, I hope this video helps, because it's going to show you all the steps, give you a little bit of information on what you need to do to make things easier on you. But hey, thanks for watching. Again, I apologize for the length, but you got to have the information. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button. This is Larry Johnson from the Outdoor Office, and always remember, no matter what the season, we got you in our sights.